Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He was brought down. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and...
Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch the whip. Check safety. Jam. Slam.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
36.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
55 is my guy, 55. I'm coming for you.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They run for it with Carson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Seahawks first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And his throw here's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Steps away to his left. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Jamal Adams there on
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Watch the eye. Switch.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage and moving that defensive.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
36-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. the shotgun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Michael Dixon.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. When this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Flushed out right. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw again is Wilson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5 brings up 3rd and 4.
Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Swagger,
and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one through the uprights and good.
21, Ravens 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on the... Try to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we?
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And 9. At the Ravens' 40.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wilson's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
To Odell Beckham Jr. No gain on the play. Second and
Jackson now off the bootleg.
7-yard line.
Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. From the 38, Wilson rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, Stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping.
Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The tackle made.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the Ravens' 6-yard line.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
14. Michael Dixon to kick off for
Set now
Seattle.
to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
42-yard line.
Take this one up close to about the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as